I cannot wait to watch cable all day. Meanwhile, watch out. China's cyber army is on the attack, infiltrating 24 critical U.S. entities at least over the past year. Just some of the victims. You got a water utility company over in Hawaii, along with a major West Coast port and oil and gas pipeline. What are they up to? Here to react and to analyze, Scowcroft Center for Strategy and Security, Vice President Matthew Kroenig. Matt, what are they up to?
Well, Brian, it's good to be on the show. And unfortunately, China's preparing for war with the United States. The strategy here is that they want to be able to invade Taiwan. They're worried that the United States will project military power from bases in Hawaii and the continental United States to Asia to defend Taiwan. And so what China's trying to do is to do these cyber intrusions, lay in wait, and at the right moment attack ports, attack water supply, attack energy supplies to prevent the United States from projecting military power forward. So in short, they're preparing for war.
Why do you think we're getting this story now?
Well, it's come out now, and I think part of the reason is that the administration, the U.S. government, has had a hard time getting these private companies to take the necessary security measures. You know, these companies, small utilities, aren't directly controlled by the U.S. government. They're small private companies. And so the Department of Homeland Security has tried to get them to increase their cybersecurity standards, has tried to get them even just to disclose that they have an issue. But often they don't want to do that. They don't want to announce to their customers that they have a problem, and they don't want to spend the extra money that would be required for cybersecurity.
And now public pressure could actually make them do this. They might say, hey, listen, my margins are small. I can't be worried about the latest in cyber defense force. Should the federal government play a role in defending these companies?
Well, that is one option, and the U.S. government does have a role in defending cyber attacks against U.S. military bases, against the Department of Defense, and so increasing the government's role could be part of the answer. Another part of the answer could just be speaking clearly with the American people and with these companies about the stakes here. You know, happy talk. We just had the Biden and Xi summit in San Francisco a month ago, pretending like the United States and China are going to somehow cooperate. I think we need to be clear with the American people that we're in a new Cold War with China, and let's hope it stays cold because it could get hot. This is going to be a serious rivalry for probably decades to come.
It seems like they wake up in the morning and think, how do we comprehensively defeat America in every way? And we're always defending their next action. Somehow we got to get them on their back foot. Is that possible?
I think it is possible, and you know, China has a lot of weaknesses. Their autocratic model doesn't work. Their growth is really slowing down. Technologically, they've only been able to advance by systematically stealing intellectual property from the United States. In the security sphere, they're more afraid of their own people than they are of the U.S. Department of Defense. So they have real weaknesses if we're willing to take the gloves off and force them to compete. But I think that does require recognizing that we are in a serious rivalry. This isn't some kind of competition like a tennis match. This is serious.
And Matt, the thing is, do you know what could happen? Republicans and Democrats might be able to agree on this. Just like we used to agree that the Soviets were a threat, we could agree on this, and then where the rubber hit the road would be how we do it, how we defend ourselves. That would be something we should use to galvanize ourselves. Also, if you see the economic statistics, to your point, it doesn't seem like China has ever been this vulnerable in modern times. They are really struggling with their economy, and with any market principles, it's hard to imagine them fighting their way out of it. We'll see. Matthew, thank you so much.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.